Welcome to Digital Romance TV. I'm Donna Barnes, and today I'm going to talk to you about getting through a breakup, because it's kind of my specialty with clients. Most people want the person back, but it's that very desire that's not preventing you to get over it and be happy. So I hear you if you're saying, but that's the perfect person for me. But here's the thing about breakups. Especially if the person seemed like the perfect person for you, they probably had commitment issues. I, as a relationship coach, see so many people that have amazing relationships that end suddenly and fall apart, and they're left confused and going, the heck? And they come to me going, how can I get this person back? Well, unfortunately, if you can get them back, you just need to stop. You need to completely shut down communication because they have anxiety. Anxiety is what caused them to run away from you. So if you go chasing after them, you're just going to create more anxiety. So you've got to control your own anxiety. So first and foremost, just cut all contact. And for your own sake, remove all stimulus of the relationship. Get rid of all the pictures, get rid of all the things that remind you, because the way your brain processes information is it can't tell the difference whether you're just thinking about something or you're actually doing it. There's been neurological studies that show that your body responds in exactly the same way, whether you just thought it or whether you actually did it. So when you're running that highlight reel of all those wonderful times that you had together through your head, you're re-stimulating yourself as if it actually just happened. So then when you snap back to the reality that that's over and the breakup, you relive that pain all over again. Stop doing that to yourself. Stop having those thoughts and feelings. So to go back to my original point then, if you can get this person back, the only way to do that is to let them go. You know, it's like there's a great expression that says, if you love something, set them free. If it comes back to you, it's yours. If not, it never was. And that is so relevant, especially with commitment issues. Because if that person truly loves you, when they get far enough away from you so that their anxiety stops, they'll be left with their feelings, and they will come back and find you again. Although I have to warn you, the cycle will start all over again unless they get some help and recognize that they had some issues. So if they come back to you, I highly suggest you go find a counselor and figure out a better way to coexist together. But to get back to my original point though, I think you need to take care of yourself first. And when you're going through a breakup, you really need to try as hard as you can to remove all memories and all pictures and everything that reminds you of that person, because I know you get that solid little rush, that exciting little, when you think about them and you see something that reminds them, but that's only keeping you in pain and really addicted to this person. So if you want to feel better, you need to let go of that stuff. You need to stop running that highlight reel, and you need to put away all the things that they gave you. You don't have to throw them out, and you don't have to burn them. You hear about that. Just pack them away in a box. So you know that they're there, but they're just not in your vision. And then really, I love pros and cons list. If you write a good old pros and cons list about what was bad about the relationship, more specifically, because obviously you know what the good things were. But really focus on what the bad things were. You need to knock that person off of their pedestal a little bit so that you recognize why this relationship really wasn't good for you in the first place. And really focus on all the problems that you had and all the things that weren't good. The very least is how selfish they were that they left you. And I think you'll start to get a clearer picture of whether this person was actually good for you or not. And the quicker you can get over this, the more you can make yourself available to find somebody who really, truly might be the love of your life. And I promise you, I've been through that. I've gone through some nasty breakups with people who I just thought were the perfect person for me. And I did fall in love again, and I found someone who was better each time. And I learned something about myself, more importantly. So that's the most important thing going through a breakup, is to really look for the lesson and figure out what went wrong, what you did wrong, and what you can learn from it. And put yourself first and decide that you want to let go. You know, that's the whole thing about rejection, right? Like, you feel rejected and you get that punched in the stomach feeling. But if you decide that you don't want that person, then you're not feeling rejected anymore because you don't want them. You can't be rejected by somebody that you don't want. So I know it's really easier said than done, but try to keep your thoughts on you and what you can do for you. Stop thinking about your ex and really find the lesson in what you can do to be more empowered going forward. And you will find someone better, I promise you. I'm Donna Barnes for Digital Romance TV.